Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Kylie and this is my YouTube channel. I have Kai Creations. We mainly do art content over here, art challenges, sketchbook stuff, painting. If you're interested in any of that, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's get into the video. Today we are doing a 100 Heads Challenge Part 2. Last week I did my first 10 heads, and those were done in colored pencil. This week's 10 we are doing in just a HB pencil, and this was pretty fun. I've I love drawing in pencil, and this is my favorite pencil to use. And I haven't drawn with just pencil in a while. I've been really into going out of my comfort zone as far as materials go. So this page was really nice to just kind of be able to sketch and be able to erase, because I try to use other materials so I don't erase, because I use my eraser a lot, like a lot. And I try to like minimize how much I do, because I feel like I use it a little too much sometimes. But I kind of let myself just do what I wanted to do on this page, get a feel for it, really practice getting proportions right and angles correct as well. So I really did have a really good time with this page, and I shockingly was able to fit all 10 on this one half of the spread, which I planned from the beginning, but I don't draw very small in this sketchbook. This sketchbook has made me draw really big so I could fill up the space. So having to draw this small was very difficult. And you'll see shortly that in the end I have to like squeeze all of the last few in a real small space. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of the way I did that. I think it ended up looking really good. I've been having a really good time with this challenge so far. It's been very, what's the word I'm looking for? I've learned a lot, I guess, already in just 20 heads, and that's exciting because I still have 80 to go. And I've started prepping some of the pages for the other, like my gouache page. I didn't want to sketch and then also do gouache, because gouache takes me a while to do. I didn't want to record all of that, so I've started the sketches for the gouache page and just stuff like that. So I've been really working on this. And for those of you who haven't seen my other video, I did say in the other video that I'm not doing this in the 10 days. That's not a part of my goals for this challenge. I personally just want to do it to learn facial structures more and hair as well. So I'm not super focused on the time limit constraint. And I also said this in the other video, I do see how it could be beneficial. I just personally don't have the time for it, so I'm doing it as I please, and hopefully my goal is to at least have it done by the end of the month. So I don't want to take forever on it. I just want to take a little more time. I do think that for me it is going to be beneficial as well to take longer so I can avoid burnout, because this is a challenge like I'm excited to do, but I could see how people get burnt out from it, and you just get frustrated or bored of it and you're like, okay, whatever, I'm done. I don't want to do that. I do want to finish the whole challenge, especially since I'm making it a series on my channel here. So I'm just going to keep going, just at my own leisurely pace to avoid all of that. And if any of you guys have done the 100 Heads Challenge and you did it in the 10 days, I want to hear your thoughts. Or even if you didn't do it in the 10 days, if you just did it, I want to hear your thoughts. Did you enjoy the challenge? Did you like doing the 10 days? Did you prefer less, more? Did you have a good time? Did you end up stopping the challenge in the middle of it? I want to know your guys' thoughts. I know a lot of people have done this challenge, even if they haven't like put it on the internet at all. I do know a lot of you guys have done it just for yourselves. So I'm very curious to know if any of you guys have any thoughts. I also want to know what everyone's thoughts are for challenges in general. With October coming up in like a month and a half, I want to know, do you guys do Inktober? Do you do one of the other art challenges that people put lists out for in October? Do you ever finish them? I feel like I always start Inktober specifically every single year and I always fail. And it's not really fail as much as I just don't continue. But I really, really want to continue this year, so I want to find a prompt list that I like really gravitate towards. I haven't looked up Inktober's for this year, but I am going to look up Inktober's, and then if you guys know of any other people who put out prompt lists for October, let me know down in the comments. Nothing scary. I'm not really a fan of like super crazy spooky stuff, like cutesy spooky, absolutely, but like really horror and like really scary and dark kind of stuff, that's not really my vibe. That's not really something I do or draw or I'm into. So not that, but like the cutesy fall and like kind of spooky, silly, spooky kind of stuff, I'll do that. So if you guys know of any prompt lists, like definitely leave them in the comments down below as well. I'm definitely, this challenge is the 100 heads challenge I'm doing is actually kind of prepping myself to do another challenge. So I'm really hoping that I can complete Inktober this year or whatever art prompt I do for October. I'm really hoping I can stick with it this year. I just think it would be really fun to do. And yeah. Sorry, y'all. I just had to yap about that for a minute. But back to the actual drawings. This next one, we are on number 4 of the page, but 14 overall. And this is a self portrait of me. I do actually really like how this one ended up looking in the end. And especially because my hair just looks so good. And like when they blow it out at the salon, it it's fun to draw. This is just like the my hair was in the very first page of my new sketchbook that I posted. I'll tag that video up above. But I don't know, something about like the swoopties of it, like these big swoopy sections. I don't know, it's so fun to draw. I don't know. I like it a lot though. So, and then this next one, I'm so silly. I didn't realize that this photo, like I have recollection, like halfway through the drawing, I was like, I really remember this sketch. Like why is this so familiar? Because I drew it already in the first 10. I had this photo in the wrong folder on my phone. So I didn't realize until I was already halfway done with the drawing, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna just get rid of it. So, this, in my opinion, maybe is like a good way to show my progress already. I'll probably pop up a photo of her from the first 10, and then maybe I should continue this. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I should continue this and do, I don't know if I would have picked this specific photo, but do like one photo the same every single time. And maybe that can be like the way I look at my progress. Like, I don't know. That I kind of like that idea actually. I think I might do that. I think I'm going to do that. Just draw her and do 9 unique different photos, but draw her each time. Yeah, we're doing that. I'm gonna keep that in my brain. Hopefully, I can remember my brain. Hopefully, I can remember that when I draw the next 10. Um, wow. But also, sorry, you didn't really get to see the full footage of me drawing her as well because my camera died mid, or my card was full. One of the two options happened um, while I was drawing, and I didn't realize until I was basically done. So I just went ahead and stopped there for the day. And now we're on to the next one. This one, for some reason, looks like really, really close. And not for some reason, because I did good, but this looks really close to the reference. And I'm so proud of it that I drew something so small, because that's like a really, look at that. Like, look at my hand next to that little picture. That's very small. And I got her likeness like pretty well. I got it down honestly really well, and I'm really proud of that. And these, this one and the one before, are both photos I took at like a big content day. It was like a photographer content day that was thrown by some people back in Colorado when I lived there. And it was actually really fun. If you have a chance to do like a content day, totally do it. It's really, really fun. That's mainly for photographers, but I mean, if you like taking photos for reference, like that's kind of how I've realized I like including my art and my photography together, is taking photos, like compiling a photo for the reference, which I know a lot of people do that. But if you don't want to like put all the effort into making the set yourself, look up like content days. Sometimes you have to pay. Most of the time you have to pay actually, probably. But I don't know, it was fun. It was a fun experience, and I got to network with other photographers, so it was really cool. But and models as well. And I actually became friends with one of the models, and she booked with me quite a few more times after that. So it's really fun way to network, meet other creatives. If you are creative, like, and you're an introvert like me, it's hard, but absolutely do those fun things of networking and getting out of your comfort zone. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it is a really good time, and it's a nice way to meet other creatives and support each other. So yeah, we are now on head number 7 for the spread, 17 overall, and I am enjoying this specific sketch. It was really fun, but it was quite a struggle to fit 4 more heads down in that bottom little section. And when I started this one, I was like, man, I made it too big already. But I was in too deep. I liked it too much to erase it and start all over. So this head is a bit bigger than it probably should have been, considering I had to fit 4 down there, but that's okay. It's fine. I end up really, really enjoying this sketch. It doesn't look exactly like the photo, but that's okay because it looks like a head. And that's what this challenge is. It's 100 heads. So I'm not worried about perfection. I'm worried about repetition. Now that we are getting closer to the end of the video, we are going to go ahead and do my 3 things I could improve on, 3 things I did well on, my favorite and my least favorite of the bunch. So to start, let's start with the 3 things I can improve on. Number 1, hair. I think in general, there's a couple I did okay on the hair, but overall I wasn't adventurous with the hair. I didn't do any crazy hairstyles. And I kind of want to work on implying that there's individual hair strands, and not just sketching line, 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 like I did in the bottom left, this number 7. Her hair, I just drew lines, and I just don't think it looks good. I feel like there needs to be more implied that there's hair rather than drawing each individual little strand, because then it just looks, I don't know the word, messy maybe. It just doesn't look like I am aiming for. So hair is going to be my number 1 thing I want to try to improve on for the next ones. Eyes, where I believe this was on my last video's list of things I could improve on, but the sizing of the eyes is what I noticed specifically on this one. Not necessarily the closeness or how far apart they are. I think I did a little better on paying attention to that in this one, but now I feel like sizing might be an issue. Some of the people's eyes are really small, and for instance, the girl, I think the only one that they're like way too big is the girl in the bottom left corner, number 7. I think it looks good, like, but her eyes look too big at the same time. So I should definitely work on that. Number 3, and this is less about the heads necessarily, but more about like maybe me planning, but the composition of the page. I think that's kind of relevant to the challenge in my opinion, because when I'm drawing something, I should know how to compose the space I'm working in. as I'm drawing. I don't know how to explain it, but I went to work on my composition because even though I worked with, the space allotted and I was able to squeeze 10 on here, I could have squeezed 10 heads onto this page better. So that is the last thing that I think I can improve on. And there's of course more, but those are the top 3. Now for things I feel like I did good on. Let's start with number 1, shading. I think, especially in portraits 1, 6, and 8, the shading looks so, like, I did really good. Oh, and the last one, which we haven't seen yet, but the last one looks really good as well. I think I did really good with the shading. I like the hatching that I did for number 8. I do enjoy that style, but I also do enjoy the soft shading that I did for number 6. But yeah, I just think either way, I'm not particular about like a certain type of shading that I like more than others, but overall I think I did good on the shading for this page together. Number 2, I think I did good at laying out the face structure before adding the details. And the other one, I felt like I started with the nose and I would already add details to the nose before I even touched the eyes or added the mouth or anything. And this one, I did a lot better about laying out the face, draw the circle, draw the nose shape, draw where the mouth is, the eyes are supposed to go, and then going in and defining those things, carving out the specific shapes within those things as well. So I really, really think I did good on that. And then the last one, and this is kind of weird, but I did good at adapting as I was going, changing things as I went through the page. Because if you look at number 2 versus number 8, I just feel like those are two different sketches. Well, obviously they are, but two different, I don't know how to explain it, levels of skill within just this short amount of time. So I think I did good with that, and as well as adapting to the space as I went, even though I wish I would have done better at the composition from the beginning. I do think I did a good job when I was forced to squeeze those 4 down at the bottom. I think I did a good job at that. So my favorites of this bunch will probably have to be number 6 and number 8. I like most of these sketches, but those 2 just stand out to me, and I think it's the shading that really brings it together, and I think that's why I like those 2. And then I would say my least favorite is number 2 for sure. I do not like that sketch at all. I don't know if I was rushing or I just was looking at it for too long or something, but it is not my favorite. It does not look good at all. Not even the hair, and I usually do really good with like big curly hair like that, and I don't even think the hair looks good, so it's fine. Overall, I had a really good time. I do feel a lot better about this set of 10 than I do about the set of 10 previous to this, so that's a good start, right? And if you guys are interested in watching the next set, go ahead and give a subscribe. You'll get a little notification when I post again. But for now, I will see you guys next week. Bye, friends!